They say you never really forget your childhood friends, but what if one of them came back after years and wasn't who you remembered? This story is about Lily, the girl I grew up with, the girl I thought I knew. When I was 7, Lily was my best friend. She lived just 2 houses down, and every day after school we'd run through each other's yards like they were our own. We built forts from blankets, shared secrets under the old oak tree, and promised we'd never lose touch. But when I turned 10, Lily's family moved away. I remember crying the day their moving truck pulled out. I thought that was the end. 7 years later, at 17, I was home alone one evening when someone knocked on our front door. I opened it, and there she was, Lily. She looked older, of course, but I knew those eyes right away. She smiled, said her family had moved back and that she wanted to see me again. At first, I was overjoyed. Childhood memories rushed back, and it felt like I had my best friend again. But something was off. We sat in my room, flipping through old photo albums. I pointed at a picture of us in the backyard with the blanket fort. She laughed, but then said, "I don't remember that. We never built forts." I thought she was joking, but her face stayed blank. Then she mentioned a secret hideout we had in the garage, but we never played in the garage. It had been torn down years ago. The more we talked, the more wrong it all felt. She remembered things that didn't exist, and forgot the things I cherished most. When I asked where she lived now, she said in the same house as before. But that house had been sold to another family over a decade ago. I didn't correct her. I just nodded, confused, but in my stomach, a knot was forming. That weekend I saw her again, this time at the park. I hadn't told her I was going, but as I skated down the path, I noticed someone standing far back under the trees. Lily, just standing there watching. When I called out, she smiled faintly and turned away. The next day, I saw her outside the grocery store. Again, I hadn't told her I'd be there. Everywhere I went, she seemed to appear. One night, I woke to a soft tapping on my bedroom window. When I pulled back the curtain, my blood froze. Lily stood outside, her face pale in the moonlight. She whispered, "I left my bracelet here. Can you let me in?" I stammered that I'd check in the morning, but when I turned back, she was gone. In the morning, my mom asked why there was mud under my window. I started dreaming about her, standing in the corner of my room, watching me as I slept. In the dreams, her voice whispered, "Do you remember me?" I dug through my old childhood things, desperate for clarity. In one photo, her face looked blurred, like someone had smeared it with static. In another, she was wearing clothes that didn't exist back then. And then a text came to my phone, no name, no number, just 3 words. I never left. I ran to her old house, the one she claimed to live in, but it was empty. The curtains drawn, dust thick on the porch, a for sale sign leaning half rotted in the yard. No sign of her. When I got home, the bracelet she'd asked about was sitting on my nightstand. I never let her in. I never even touched it. But it's still there. And sometimes, when I walk past the old oak tree, I swear I see her silhouette. Watching, waiting, smiling.